sometimes we are nice because of also the relationship we build with our colleagues or
Yeah, I
in our
guess, I guess.
workplace. And it's just like I've built such a great relationship. These people are nice to me. I'm nice to them. But at the end of the day, nice girls don't get the corner office.
Yes. And whether we like it or not, it is a game. And we can't make the mistake of thinking it isn't, which is one of the mistakes. We somehow walk around thinking it's not a game.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It is your favorite Tech Sisters. I'm your host Nomfundo Ndala, and you know already I'm with my co-host.
Hi everyone, I am Tobeka Shabalala. Welcome.
Welcome. You like to say welcome, welcome. welcome, welcome. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we want to talk, we're doing some sort of a kind of book review, but it's important notes or factors or nuggets that we have read from the book and we thought maybe we should share with you. Because remember, the aim when we created this channel was to have important discussions that we feel like women are afraid of having within the corporate space, within the tech space, because it's so male dominated, or it's what they call a white boys club, whatever it is,
Yeah.
whatever people are calling it. So maybe just tell us about the book that we're reading today.
All right. So the book is titled, I'm not sure if it will be visible. This is it. The book is titled Nice Girls Still Don't Get the Corner Office. Still.
Okay.
And then it says unconscious mistakes women make that sabotage their careers.
Okay.
So as my co-host mentioned, we're speaking everything women,
Yeah.
not just tech, but also corporate. You know, I think just a reminder that we also speak things corporate because there's so many things that affect women, not just tech,
In
but
the corporate space.
So that's the title, and this title always gets me because we still don't.
Yeah, and I think it sort of kind of ties back to our conversation or we had with Jujuzile. A lot of people liked that episode. I loved it as well. And I think that maybe, because remember, we could have gone on and on and on.
Yes.
So maybe we're continuing some of the conversations that, we couldn't. So nice. Okay, but let's talk about the title. Nice girls. Well, they don't get the corner office, but they still don't get the corner office, no matter how nice you are. And going back to that title, I was speaking to my manager, and we were talking about corporate, and he's a nice guy. That's the thing, right? And I don't know if he likes the corporate space because he's a nice guy, and he just feels that corporate is a messy game. That's what he says.
Is it?
Yeah, he says
Okay,
corporate is a messy game, and he wishes that people would be nicer with each other.
Okay, interesting.
And I was also talking to another friend then, and he's like, I don't want to work in corporate for long. I'm like, but why? It's like, because he feels that you need to maybe step in people's corns or, step on people's toes to get where you want to get. And things are just not fair. And. So what do you
For
think about
me,
being nice in corporate?
So for me, it's different, right? So I'm a person who wants to put things nicely to people.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if I'm shouting at you, I don't put it in a nice way.
Like you're the type to shout at me, then like, let's go get coffee.
Yes, I'm shouting at you nicely in a stern-ish voice, but I do want to put it in a nice way. I think I don't want to break I don't want to break the person. I
get you.
Yes, I want things done, but I don't want to break you. You know.
I get you, yeah.
So that's for me is feedback that I've received, and also I always say it like, how do I put it in a nice way? Then they're like, but why do you have to put it nicely? Like, why do you?
But now, looking back at the fact that it says nice girls, right? I think, well, when you're a man, and whether you're nice or not, well, you're a man, and a lot of things will work to your advantage. People already are afraid of you and all of those things. But then coming back to a woman perspective, you're a woman and then you're nice.
It's different. And
but you remember last time, Tobeka, we spoke about how we don't want to now start acting like
you don't want to be
big
masculine, but I think if we delve into maybe the two mistakes, I think top two mistakes that we might touch on today, we will see what it means. So I don't think it means being an ugly person.
Okay.
But they are, like I said, unconscious mistakes. There are unconscious mistakes that we make that I think that shine the light on the niceness rather than the fact that, no, I'm a person who's moving up the
Okay.
ladder, or I do want to move up the ladder anyway.
Okay. I think it also has to do with the motherness that women,
Nurture. We
yeah,
want
the
to
nurturingness
nurture.
that we have. Because like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. And a man will just come into you, your code was shit.
It's all
And if it
bad.
was a woman, like, I don't think your code made sense.
But like, can you do it differently?
Yeah. But let's dive into it. But and I feel that we respect people, or like we fear people when I know my manager's gonna like go off at me if my code is written like this. Versus, tell me nicely.
But the other question is, do we want environments where people fear the person who's in charge
But
of you?
if you fear someone, you get the thing done correctly, to be honest.
No,
I promise
I think
you.
you make mistakes, like as a person, because you're so scared. Like you're not doing it. I don't know.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So it's a balance. But let's see.
Let's see.
Anyway, let's see the first mistake. So the first mistake that we unconsciously make is playing the game safely and within bounds. So just a reminder that corporate is a game. I think Tutu said it a lot, like she drilled it.
Yeah.
Corporate is a game.
It is.
And the question is, how are we playing it as women? So they say that unconsciously, we are playing the game safely and within bounds.
What does that mean?
So it's what we just said. Like we want to play it nicely. So we want to shout at someone nicely. We want to, we want to play within certain bounds. Like for example, when I'm saying, do we want an environment where people fear the next person? We don't. So therefore, we're trying to not step on toes. And
so it's playing the game safely. I think what that also means is, when we say safely, right, it's saying, okay, I want to do 1, 2, 3. Like maybe let's say you have a task, right? And then they're telling you, Tobeka, you need to go check on that person, follow up on that person, and make sure that they're doing their job. Now your manager's telling you to manage other people and do your job. Yeah. And you want to play it safely, because then we don't want to be hated by other people. Like, I still want to be friends with her.
You don't want the next person to feel like you're micromanaging them, right?
Yes, because we don't like to be micromanaged.
So just a summary of what is mentioned in the book, right? She says, I'm playing tennis. So let's say we're playing tennis together. And she's like, I'm so careful to make sure I'm hitting it within,
and that I don't go to your
close, or that it's
face.
close enough for the other person to hit
catch
as well. But why not hit it to the side? I mean, you want to win after all.
But then that's not nice.
See, so those are the mistakes we want.
So, okay.
So either than telling us our mistakes, they tell us then what we should do.
Okay.
So maybe you'll share what we think. I think you said you like this one. Where is it now? I can't see it. Anyway, let me just do one tip. So the one says, play the game within bounds, but at the edges.
So you can step out a bit and come back.
Yes.
Like, I'll shout at you and then let's get coffee.
Yes. That balance, like, but how do they do it? How do people do it?
I think, like we said, women get a lot, like maybe we're overthinkers. We get so much in our head that we think, okay, I've shouted at the Tobeka today about, her not performing
maybe
well.
She doesn't like me
maybe
right
she doesn't
now.
like me right now. And maybe it's like, maybe I've texted you and I felt like your response was offish. And like, is it because I said that thing to her last week? Or is it because I said I need this? Like, I think so. I don't know. But
I think it speaks to balance. So I don't know if it was an article or something where they say that you have to be an enabler for people, but at the same time give them the right amount of push in terms of maybe shouting at them, whatever. Okay, not shouting, but sternly saying something to the next person. And I guess it's that balance between, are you overly nurturing and leaving the other side off, or are you doing both, but,
Okay, to be honest, I think that I would perform, or I don't know if it's because I grew up in a really strict household. And let me make an example of my dad. My dad growing up was strict, strict. Everyone knew, when the sun was now, when it was setting, I was supposed to be home. Like, everyone knew my dad was strict. And I feel that growing up under that, like, strict household, I was afraid of him. Like, I was really scared of
Okay.
making mistakes and messing up and everything like that. And I think then sort of somehow that played a role into how I
Who
do
you
things, how I
are,
behave
okay.
and everything like that. So I also feel that, maybe, and that's me, maybe I'm looking at how fearing people has made me, I sort of respect people I fear. So
But how much fear, though? Okay, so the question would be: could you still sit with your dad and laugh?
now,
Even
yes.
though only now.
Now.
Okay, for me it's
He's
different.
softer
Like my,
now.
my parents are strict, né? But we could sit and chat and laugh about stuff. So there was the right,
And
you know,
amount of
yeah,
balance.
there was still that chilling and laughing at each other or teasing each other, even though I knew that. Even if it's in the afternoon, listen,
Okay.
they gotta know where you are, or you at least have to be home.
So I think, I don't know if who I was telling, and it's like a couple of days ago, I was telling that I think if my manager, like, I had to see my manager like really, really, really angry, I'd be shocked. Like, I'd be shocked saying, yo, you can get angry, Because, like I said, he's such a nice guy. But I look at maybe my previous manager. If I had to see him angry, I would understand because he was always
it's like,
angry.
okay.
But he wasn't
That's
always
you.
angry, but he was, he was those, I want this done, I want it today, finish this up. So, and then laughing with him or was like a little bit
Was
awkward.
weird.
Yeah, it's just like, we're laughing. You were shouting at me yesterday. So I think, which is why I'm saying, yeah, I think let me make two examples. How I do things now. Let's say maybe how I perform right now. I perform the same way I used to perform. The only difference is emotions. I perform with excitement now. Like I'm so excited to do my job because my manager's nice.
Rather than fear.
Yeah, and I'm in a team that fosters growth, and like, oh, well done for the smallest things. Well done. Versus I used to perform, but out of like, I'm so scared that if I don't, right now, if I don't perform well, it's like, is everything okay? Are you okay? Versus when, yeah, you didn't perform this week. What's going on? Like, I think, yeah.
Okay, no, I
So
get
balance
you.
is important, but I prefer.
They're not so nice.
You see,
More not nice than.
yeah, then I know. You see, if you're not nice to me, I know. Okay, you're just my manager. Don't laugh. Let's not even like try to laugh with each other. You're my manager. Let's keep
But
it
then
like
now,
that.
when they try to build a relationship with you,
Don't.
okay. Anyway, let's move to the next one. This is the one I think we wanted to also go with. If you're not sure something is fair, do it anyway. If you're not sure something is ethical, ask. Then there's a difference.
But how do we differentiate ethical and fair? I have an example. Say you and I want the same job, right? Let's say in a team, you and I want the same job, and then you and I have the same amount of skills, same amount of years of experience, and everything like that. And you come to me and say, I want this job that they've posted in our team, and I'm like, yeah, sure, go for it. But in my head, also, it's just like, I wanted. And now that you've told me that you wanted, do I now say, I also wanted the job, but Tobeka wanted? No, I must just let her be so that she gets it.
No.
Is that fair or ethical?
You both applied. As long as you don't go out of your way to step on someone, like do something to sabotage them,
okay.
I think. Because at the end of the day, I think it's one of the other mistakes that we make. We think that it's not a competition. It is a competition, after all.
Is it?
It is.
You see now.
How are
Okay.
you gonna?
So let's say now you apply for the job, and then do I now come and tell you, Tobeka, I'm also thinking of applying for the same job?
You chose to tell me.
Okay, so I can go and apply, and then now my manager comes back a few weeks, like, we've decided to give Nomfundo that job, but you told me that you're applying, and I said go for it. How's it gonna sit with you when you find out that I applied for that job that you wanted?
but you applied. You didn't use bribery or anything like that.
I get
and
that, but
perhaps they will ask if they want to have the conversation. Then you can explain that actually I'd already applied as well, and I thought you're also good fit. I'm also a good fit. Therefore, I went for it.
maybe another mistake we make is thinking that our colleagues are our friends, and then you think about them a lot. No, I don't want to hurt them. Those people are not your friends, but they're not our friends.
No, they're not. So, okay, so another example that she makes, right? She says she was playing an online game,
Okay.
and the person on the other end won.
Okay.
And they immediately said sorry. And she's like, guess what? I knew it's a woman, but I asked anyway. So just for interest sake, what gender are you? I'm female. No surprise. A
Why?
man would
Okay.
not have said sorry. Like, they would have rubbed it in your face. So in terms of the job thing, right? Not to say that you're going to be ugly about it, but at the end of the day, you can explain it off like, no, I also had applied, but it's not to say sorry to you. We both had the skills.
Yeah.
Someone came out top in the interview.
Okay. Okay. I guess corporate is a messy game.
You
It's
still want to be nice.
yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes we are nice because of also the relationship we build with our colleagues or
Yeah,
in
I
our
guess.
workplace. And it's just like I've built such a great relationship. These people are nice to me, I'm nice to them. But at the end of the day, nice girls don't get the corner office.
Yes. And and whether we like it or not, it is a game. And we can't make the mistake of thinking it isn't, which is one of the mistakes. We somehow walk around thinking it's not a game.
And it is.
And it is.
And we can't change that because if
Yes.
we it shouldn't be a game, it should just be workplace, but it's a game.
Well, it should.
Should it be?
Someone must come out top.
Yeah,
All right, anyway. They say, okay, so another thing when it comes to this is if you called out, don't take it personally. And by all means, don't revert to playing safe. Don't take it personally. Don't play safe.
So when they say don't take it personally, women take everything personally.
Ish, it's difficult not to, hey?
Women take so, but I think you learn. Hey, I still do take some things personally, and like I said, the colleague of mine, I thought they were angry at me, and it was just they were going through their own things, and I texted them, and I
But
felt
why would you think they're angry at you? Because
Like,
they're not responding?
yeah,
or-
like I felt like the responses were offish. Like every time I text them, it's just like, oh, okay. Are you angry at me? And I don't take like silent treatment very well. Maybe if I respond, you need take 5 hours to come back to me.
It feels like, why?
Yeah, it feels like did I do something wrong? So yeah, I think maybe those are one of the reasons. But I've learned to not take anything. Like I don't take anything. But in Tswana or Spitori, they like to say "Skatse look at chest." Like
okay.
yeah, don't take it too hard.
But how easy is that?
You learn.
For me, it's difficult, to be honest. That's one of the things that I constantly work on. Like, how do I not take someone shouting at me for no reason, not personally? On top of that, I'm an overthinker. On top of that, like, I'll sit and dissect the whole thing. Even if maybe, for example, someone was just having a bad day and they just took it out on you. Like, I'm out here dissecting. Okay, let me think about it. Okay, so I went in, I greeted them. They said hi. Okay, we were still fine. So after that,
Yeah,
what?
then I think about
you know?
it, and you actually think about it.
And then you're like, okay, after that, did I say something maybe that, And then after a while, yes, you kind of realize that no, it was nothing to do with you. Perhaps the person was frustrated. I actually had an experience recently, like at work.
Did you take
and
it
also-
personally?
I kind of did because, like for example, I'll ask you for feedback. Okay, let's say we're in a meeting, right? Maybe I ask you for feedback. You give me feedback, and I try to implement that feedback. But now when I'm implementing that feedback, you're going another direction. I'm like, okay, what do you want from me? Because
Okay.
I'm trying to,
Do what you said, yeah.
do what you kind of said. So then, yeah, it felt really personal. I felt low, but again, I think it's the nice thing about reading such books. They also come to mind when you start taking things personally, and then you have to readjust yourself and then get back to like, oh yeah, I shouldn't take it personally. I should just it's just work. It's just corporate.
Yeah, I think a life has showed me flames. So I've learned to take things not like I don't take anything to heart that much.
Even at work.
Anyway, I like.
Lucky you. I think I still need to work on that.
Yeah, it's life expenses. They teach you sometimes. So you don't take anything. Like I don't take anything that much to heart, and I think that it's helped me a lot in my career. It's helped me a lot in like moving, like doing literally anything. Because it's just like, well, you said that again.
Okay.
That's how you feel. That's your problem.
I take that's one of those I constantly have to work on. And sometimes you think you got it, and then something else just throws you off. And then it's like, okay, what did I do now?
Let's just say, that is not my problem.
Okay. I'll start singing that song. All right, so we'll move on to one more mistake. As we said, it's just the top two, right? So they speak of multitasking.
Okay.
So we're trying to get the corner office, but we now think that we must say yes to everything, take everything on, because if I don't take it, then they'll feel that I don't deserve the office, or if I don't do it, then So that's one of the things that we sabotage ourselves by doing.
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't know. I think.
Do you not multitask at all?
Thing is, people think women are good at multitasking.
But we are the ones who keep saying that to the world.
I don't know how to multitask.
I don't know how to either.
So why do people think women cannot? Why do women think
we keep saying that
we can multitask?
We can take on anything.
I literally can't be in a meeting and do my work.
I also can't.
Let me just do one thing at a time. Let me listen to you speak and work, because now you're.
Because sometimes I take like a workshop or something. I'm like, I'll do work. I can't.
I think we want to. It's that thing. We want to impress, and it's like, I can do it. Namfundo, there's a task. Can you do this? Yes. Namfundo, I remember a colleague texting me when they asked me, Namfundo, there's a task. Can you do this? And here's the thing, right? Since I can't multitask, I was not listening in the meeting. I was just doing my own thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Ish. And I heard my name and I just said yes. And then my colleague asked me, do you know what you just said yes to? I'm like, what are they talking about? I just said yes. And he said, oh, well, good luck, because that task is a mission. So I can't multitask, and I don't know why we think we can multitask. Yeah. But it's a matter of saying, because we want to impress, and I think it's, again, proving ourselves.
Yes, because we always feel like I need to prove to my manager or whoever's asking me that I can do everything that they throw on my plate. But if you're honest with yourself, you cannot.
You can't.
And you'd rather, I don't know, push it on to someone else.
Yeah, like just say.
But it's not easy.
I can't. Yeah, and that's the thing. Why do you guys say yes to everything? Yes. Like, just say I can't. Can you do this task? No, my plate is full. I have this, I have that, I have that. Unfortunately, I can't. The way I say yes, sometimes even my manager comes back and say, you know what, you're taking on a lot. I'm just going to remove these tasks for you.
Serious?
Yeah.
That bad?
That bad. It's just like, well, I need to prove myself. Every day I'm proving myself.
So what they say is, as a coaching tip, is ask for help. We often multitask because we simply have too much on our plates. Whether at work, at home, ask for help with routine tasks and don't necessarily have to be done only by you. So can something be done by someone else?
Of course.
And why are you taking it?
But the thing is, how do I ask for help? Because
I'm too nice. I can't ask.
And I already said I can.
Also, that thing of, like what I was saying, we want to take on everything because my manager must see that, no, I can. But honestly, you can't. And also, maybe we think that giving it to someone else would deem you incompetent or deem you not ready for that next role or whatever.
Yeah, because it's just like, if I've given it to someone else and said, yeah, well, I have a lot on my plate.
And that person does it in a day.
Exactly. And it's just
Yo!
like, now they questioning like, oh, but well, is she even
but I
ready
give
for
it
that
to-
next role? Because if she can't
Or
take
does she
on,
even know how to do her work?
if she can't take on one simple task, then how are we sure that we can actually trust her? Now she's asking other people to help her. I mean, I've got a lot of my plate. I'm a woman.
Yeah, this one, it's a tough one, I think, for everyone, because we say yes, 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 and we forget that, sekuningi.
Ne? But then now, yeah, no, this is a complicated
This
one
one is
because
difficult.
I want to be nice.
For me, asking for help, and then all of a sudden you're seen as not capable.
But
That's
also,
the big one.
again, you see, we're getting in our heads. Who said just because you ask for help, you're not competent?
But they act like it.
No, you're overthinking it because, yeah, you know what? Dudu spoke about this, like self-mastery, guys.
Yes.
We need to
Know thyself.
Yeah, know thyself because, okay, the reason I'm asking for help, it's a lot. I have other work that I need to do, and you know that are also a priority. So everything can't be a priority. So if someone else can take this task, they can feel free too. Because now, if I'm focusing on this, and I need to finish this, then someone else must do that, right? But then just because I said I can't take on this task, someone else must take on this task. No one said to me, now Nomfundo, you are incompetent because you couldn't take on the task.
But they act like it. I won't lie.
No. What makes you think you are overthinking it? What makes you think?
Yes, like I get it. There's a level of overthinking, but there's also the action. Okay, but yeah, maybe I'm thinking.
They are acting normal the way they do. Okay, you said you can't do the task. We'll give it to someone else. Like, work
not
must go on.
sure.
It's not about you. And I think we
do overthink it.
and we
I
want
guess.
to make everything about ourselves.
Yeah, taking it personally
Yeah,
again.
like work must go on. So this company needs to make money. So just because you,
not you.
yeah, you are in your head as is again.
I get it, I guess.
So does that now mean? But you know what? Again, here's my confusion. Dudu said a myth that women in leadership and everything, and Dudu said that it's a myth that we are in a competition, and you are saying, but it is a competition.
It is. Okay, no. Okay,
We're
so
not competing with each
we're
other.
not competing with each other.
Okay.
We are all competing for the role.
Okay.
Or whatever our next is, right? It might happen that both of us are looking at that next role. So that's where the competition is, not me and you. We shouldn't be ugly and catty to each other,
Okay.
but realize that we both want that role or that next, and that's where the competition comes in. So no need to be catty to Nomfundo, but realize that we are both going for that role and we both need to do our best to get that role.
I think maybe, people who get ahead a lot in life are people who generally don't care about other people, right?
Care as in?
Like, I don't care what you think.
Or what you think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we care a lot about, how's Tavika going to take this? No, I don't want her to feel like, and this is even, I saw a TikTok video, a lady was asking, and this is just women. I don't know why you women do this.
Why you women also faggy? Okay.
I'm part of the big boys now.
Okay.
Yeah, ngiyadlala. But I don't know why women do this. So this lady, she's a car sales lady, and she said that sometimes women come to her, right, and they say maybe, I want a certain car, and then maybe they can't get that car, and then now maybe they have to look at something else. Maybe it could be a budget issue, or it could be that car that they wanted. There's like stuff that aren't suited really for them and everything.
Okay.
And then now maybe she suggests another car to them. Maybe she's like, no, take this one. It's within your budget. It has all the things that you like. And then women say, no, but my friend has it. I don't want her to think otherwise. Oh, no, but my cousin has it. My neighbor has it. My thingy has it. And guys, one, it's just a car. And if someone didn't want you to have a car that they have, they would have went and done a custom-made car that was suited for them so that no one... It's just a car. There's like 50... They made 50 million
And
of the
there's
same
many
brand.
on the road
Exactly.
already.
So we are always thinking about the next person. Like we so considerate, it's nice, but think about yourself. If you like that car, go get it. If it's your friend didn't make that car for herself. So if which is what I'm saying now, people who get ahead are people who don't think about, like, I don't care what you
Yeah,
think.
it's not about what the next
Yeah.
person thinks. It's about me
So if I
getting where
want
I'm going.
that role, whether you and I have, you said you wanted, I don't care. I'm
It's
getting
fine.
it.
Go for it. Like, I think that's what we need to understand. And it's not
But-
that I'm being ugly to you. It's because I feel like I also deserve that role.
Exactly. But that's the thing. Women don't really behave like that, because now if I told you I want that role and
So
you
it's
wanted it,
because I told her I
because
wanted it now.
like, why did she go and apply for the same role? It's so unfair. And I told her,
Roll my eyes at you, girl.
it's so unfair. I told her that I want the role. Or even to go as far as like saying, yeah, Villa, she's jealous of me.
Yeah, women. We've
Because
got
I
a
feel
lot.
though, if that role was created for you, they would have told you alone and wouldn't have publicized it.
Yes,
But
yes.
it's so I think maybe one, self mastery. We need to stop thinking about the next person.
Yes.
If you want something, go for it. Like, no one really cares, because at the end of the day, it's just you against you. Gutu Tobega wants it as
Whoever-
well.
Yeah, I think that's what I was saying. That's where the competition lies. Not
But that's
in
when
me
now-
and you.
But then that's where now we start removing the niceness. We just need to stop being nice.
No, I don't think. Okay, so like
Do
I
you want to
said,
be nice?
no, I think balance. I don't think, because then how, where do you draw the line between being like too ugly or catty to people, or and versus having the right amount of balance to say, yes, right now I need this delivery, and I might seem like, I'm
Okay.
assertive, but at the same time we can be cordial with one another, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess it's difficult to build, because with men, they are just like strict. And then women, they're just like nice, ne?
Okay,
But-
balance. We
Yeah, so
don't-
I think,
extremes.
yeah, like, I think balance is important, which is difficult. Like, I've never had someone or been, like, seen a leader or anyone for that matter who I felt like they have a balance of nice and strict.
I think.
You.
I don't want to say names, but I think there is a leader that I feel like there's a right amount of balance, because at the same time you can go to this person for coaching or mentoring. Same time they can come to you and be like, actually this thing is overdue, and the people that we need to deliver to are now complaining. What's the hold up? What's going on, right? And at the same time we can laugh, have drinks together. So I think it's possible to have a right balance. It's possible.
Is it a woman or a man?
No, it's a man.
Really?
Yeah, it's possible.
Well, I guess then we all need that balance.
Yes, I think it's
But-
about balance. But it's
but-
not easy to attain. If you're naturally a person who's extremely nice, how do you tip the scale to be in the middle? If you're extremely ugly, or the kind of ugly for lack of a better word, if you're in the extreme of, how do you get to the middle ground and kind of have both?
Is yeah, but my question is, the people who are getting the corner offices, what kind of people are they? Are they
You
balanced?
just mentioned you've got a manager who's very nice, and for the fact that the manager got a manager role means they know how to play the game. So they have that level of, they are very nice, but they have that level of being
Okay.
stern, or whatever the word is. you know.
Okay.
The fact that they got there. So which means there are people who are nice up there in that office,
Okay.
but they know how to dial into both worlds,
I suppose.
I think.
I guess. I don't know. So do you think that, okay, you don't need to be a nice girl to get the corner office, but you need a balance too?
Yeah, you need a balance. Like, for example, like
But she didn't say you need a balance. She just said nice girls don't get the corner office.
No, but
no
think-
need to be nice.
No, Oh man, I think there's a level. So let me see. Like,
I
for
feel like
example,
when you're nice, like want to back trial.
nomfundo. So for example, okay, both multitasking, she says more things like identifying 3 to 5 times where you not multitasking, turn the email alerts off, turn your cell phone off, most importantly, focus on whatever you're doing. But if you remember that point about fairness and ethical, I feel that that's a balance because, for example, if two people want the same role, am I getting it in the ethical way? But at the same time, it might not be fair that both of us are going for it. But am I getting it in the right way? I'm not bribing anyone, right? So that for me already speaks of balance.
Okay.
And also taking things personally versus not. You can either take it personally and come back and fight everyone, or you don't take it personally and you still continue with your day to day and you're still nice to the, okay, not nice.
Yeah.
You're still cordial.
Fine, yeah.
Cordial with the next person.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess corporate is a messy game, a difficult, messy game, and I think that there's a lot we need to learn, especially if you want to climb up the corporate ladder. But if you are just focused on what you focused on and you just want to do your job and get by, that's also fine. You don't even
Is
need
it
to get
fine,
involved.
though?
It's people's aspirations. Other people don't even want to do anything except code. That's them. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine for them. I'm getting down.
But how sustainable is that?
That's their problem.
Njani?
That's their problem.
But are we not empowering them to get out of that shell?
I don't think we should force people to aspire to be anything than what they don't want to be. Maybe one day they'll realize, okay, actually, I don't want this. I want that.
Yeah, all right. But then,
No, I haven't.
because at the end of the day, ne, if you're a person like that who's just focused on work, ne, what happens then is if there's an initiative at work, you're just going to sit and code. And that initiative needs everyone's involvement.
Then you are not fit for the company or the team culture. Then we should be questioning the people who hired you.
You fit at some point because we wanted the job done. But
Yeah,
but over and above the job, there's more to work. You spend 8 hours or more there.
But when you guys hired the person, did you not ask, like, are you company culture fit?
I guess.
So you guys didn't do due diligence. Is that
the person said, I fit perfectly. I love people. I love networking.
Refilio said she gets people to, and I know other companies that do that. Like, it's part of your performance.
KPIs.
Yeah, KPI that you need to come.
I said something like that to someone who were talking about, obviously, company culture. How do we improve? I'm like, they must link it to KPIs. They're like, oh, that's too, oh, no. Playing with people's, okay. I'm like, it's not that deep.
It's really
and
not.
it also helps you on a personal level over and above it being part of your KPIs.
Yeah. You know what? I feel sometimes people can't do their jobs, but they really company culture fit and they make life easy sometimes.
Yeah,
the personality hires. It doesn't matter, you're the personality hire, but you make coming to the office nice.
Yeah.
Rather than that person who's just always mean and.
I guess.
I have a question though, quick one. So how do we deal, I don't know how you're going to take this, with I don't know if actually maybe I should ask this question now.
Ask.
Okay, I'm gonna ask
Don't be nice. Ask.
All right. How do we deal with you as a woman seeing that there's another woman in your team and they don't know how to do their job?
You. Okay, I shouldn't do that.
And you see that maybe there's someone else in the team that doesn't know how to do the job. And how do you then find balance to say, look, you don't know how to code?
All right. So the nice person in me would try and help the person.
How?
So the nice person in me would try and help the person or understand, like what you were saying, like, okay, something there's something wrong, is something that, you know, because sometimes people can't do things not only because of their competency skills. Sometimes there's something
Else,
personal
yeah.
that's
Okay.
really, I don't know, it's personal. Maybe they can't talk. No, why you laugh?
I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. And then the not so nice
So
person.
there's okay. So the nice person would be finding out personally what's happening to what's the word, contribute to what's happening here.
Okay.
Also try and assist in terms of the work wise, right?
Okay.
And then the not so nice person would be, yeah, in some way stern, be able to steer you in a different direction to say, all right, you know what, you probably been doing this. How do you feel about the things that you are producing?
Okay.
Do you think that maybe you can do something else? Because unfortunately, where I'm sitting, you're not too good at what you're doing. And maybe it's just because you're in the wrong space or career. So, yeah, that's how
And-
I see it.
And if you put yourself in the shoes of someone who cannot code or program, but feel the need and pressure to actually I need to get programming. Like I need to understand it. And it's just, hey, it's just not
Sheesh.
coming. Every day you are trying. You don't even know where to put a semicolon.
Then again, we go back to KPIs, right? Okay. Probably from a manager perspective, it's the question of, okay, how long should I give you to show me that you really, really are here and you can do what you're saying you can do, right? Okay, maybe you tell me, okay, give me 3 months. I think there's this one thing that I can try to help me get to where I am.
Okay.
All right. After a 3 months period, if you are not where you should be, we are diverting you. Perfect. Sharp. We agree. We move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I hear you.
I think, yeah, it's nice and also not nice. Or is
Yeah.
it too nice?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyways,
How
the author of-
would you do?
what would I do?
Tell
I'm
them
not
straight.
nice. Yeah, like actually, you know what? You can't code. Do you want to try something else within tech? Because you are here, but the programming is not. Sorry.
This preacher was saying yesterday, that's in it. The person is here. What's in it? The person is here, but there's nobody home. Something like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, this is the book. And
What's the name of the author?
again, the book is Nice Girls Still Don't Get the Corner Office. Louise P. Frankel. She has a PhD, so yes, we can take her word for it. She's researched and everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back to more mistakes and see how we
Yeah.
tackle them from our personal view.
Let us know if you guys enjoyed this episode, what you think. Let us know your thoughts. And tell us, are you a nice girl? Or do you have a balance of both? Do you think that the stuff that you need to improve, especially if you're trying to climb up the corporate ladder? So, yeah, leave your comments and suggestions and tell us what would you do if you were a nice girl and trying to get balance or anything like that. But don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and until next time, love you. Skadoosh. Bye.